Hey guys, it's Chairman, back with another episode of TD++, a series where we help you get the most mileage out of just a single TD Plus and get your foot into the set on a budget. Attack on Titan final season is finally here, and the Tressa's team is so excited. English original sets can be pretty daunting with a bunch of new cards, so let this be a way to ease into all these new combos and strategies. There's a lot to cover, so let's get right into it. The Attack on Titan final season trial deck is alright. Compared to some of the other TDs we've looked at on this channel, this trial deck is noticeably weaker. Not having a level 1 advantage climax combo and a subpar finishing climax combo really hurts the deck as a whole. On the other hand, there are some pretty noteworthy cards in here, particularly Gabby Brown. She gets power every time you play another character, and when she is sent to the waiting room, you can discard one card to look at the top 4 cards of your deck and add a level 1 or higher card from among them, a staple and powerful utility effect. The level 3 Reiner Man on a Mission deserves mention for being able to single-handedly mill 10 cards between the Top Check X and the On Attack Mill 5 burn effects. There's some other good playable cards here as well. Peak Warrior Candidate is similar to the Rudius PR card, the Trial Deck Brainstorm has a good secondary effect, and the Eldian Armband event is a solid utility level 1 event that Gabby can grab off the top 4. All in all, this is a decent place to start from, but we can take it much further with some inexpensive and synergistic additions. As always, we'll be taking this deck through a series of upgrades that will incrementally add new cards and strategies and showcase how to improve the TD step by step. First, we'll be taking out some of the weaker cards in the TD and filling them in with easy to find cards that you could likely pick out in a pile of bulk commons and uncommons, while keeping as many playable TD cards in as possible. Most of our level 0 line will be from the TD, using Marcel Warrior Candidate as a beat stick to win board with. The main addition from the booster set here is Porco Growing Unease. A fantastic dual purpose card, Porco is a level 0 bottom deck bomb that can also send itself to the waiting room for the cost of 1 stock to get an Eldian character from the top 4 cards of the deck. With so many powerful on-death effects at level 0, Porco is sure to find value early and can be used later for utility and mill. We also include a copy of Sasha Climax Swap, as most decks nowadays like to run. We're also keeping several of our level 1 cards. Both the level 1 Falco cards have good utility effects that can help us salvage characters we need. Falco Grease costs 1 stock but is on demand, while Falco Warrior Candidate doesn't cost stock but only comes into effect when a climax is triggered. Falco Warrior Candidate also has the additional effect of boosting the power of another character, which synergizes with cards that need to get a reverse, like our level 3 Gabby combo. Alongside these green level 1 cards, we'll be playing Peak, Pointing Out the Enemy. She has an on-play mill effect and can summon a level 0 character from the waiting room as well, turning a dead card in hand into a usable back row or utility character. Notably, by summoning out Porco Growing Unease, you can then use the Porco effect to send him back to the waiting room and get the Top Check 4 effect. We're fixing the issue of no level 1 advantage climax combo by adding it at level 2. Zeke Scream can be played at level 1 if you have 4 or more other Eldian or Titan characters, which means you need to have a full field minus the zone you're playing him on. His climax combo allows you to send the climax to the waiting room at the end of his attack to search for up to 2 Eldian or Titan characters. A pretty solid combo that you can unfortunately only do once. Normally you would want to attack with Zeke last in order to get the search effect off after your triggers and keep the plus 1000 power and plus 1 soul continuous effect on the field. But you could attack with them earlier if you want to control the amount of damage you do, or if you're worried about potential removal effects that would cause him to miss his climax combo condition. By using Peak to summon out Porco, then playing Zeke, you can then use Porco to remove himself from the board in favor of a better attacker while additionally getting utility and mill. At level 2, we're also adding 1 copy of Cart Titan, Fending Off, and Reiner overseeing the celebrations. Both of these cards are meant to help deal with large threats on our opponent's board at levels 2 and 3. Between them, Reiner has the added benefit in being able to give 2000 power to another character on kill, allowing us to boost something like the Gabby climax combo even further. At level 3, we're maxing out on Gabby combo for the heal and consistency, but don't buy another TD just to get the missing copies. We'll be moving off this combo in favor of more powerful ones soon enough. In the meantime, feel free to run whatever you have if you can't get your hands on extra copies of Gabby Warrior Candidate or Reiner Man on a Mission. Alongside them, we're running 3 copies of Falco Involuntary Witness for additional heal that can come out at level 2. Since the endgame of this deck doesn't require any hand resources, we can use those to fuel Falco's heal and still keep our stock in a good position. Early game, we want to keep our level 0s and 1 copy of our level 2 climax combo. Although we do have several tools to help get to the level 2 throughout the early game. Remember, we only need 1, so once we get Zeke, we're set and can use him to search the next copy of himself for the following turns. Early game, use Marcel and Porco to win board and accumulate stock resources for brainstorms and other utility effects. Once we hit level 1, assemble a 4 board including a Zeke combo and search out cards for following turns while compressing the deck. Continue looping the combo whenever possible and use the brainstorm to get out of bad deck and hand states or to pay out dirty stock. Level 2 is more of the same with the Falco healers and our various board breaking cards coming into play. You can also get Birdhold Warrior Candidate in the back for even more power and utility. We only need 6 stock, a climax, and a dream for our level 3 finishing turn, so don't be afraid to use resources when you need them. Our second and final step in our TD upgrade path is to upgrade some existing profiles in our deck while introducing some new potential strategies and synergies. This means getting rid of the Gabby combo in favor of a much stronger combo, Armor Titan Show of Resistance. This combo is crazy strong. For 2 stock in 1 hand, you can reveal the top 9 cards of the deck and burn equal to the number of Blue Gate triggers revealed, twice. Even just resolving 2 of these Armor Titan combos can represent so much damage and is a titanic improvement over the TD Gabby combo. Because introducing this combo warps so much of what the deck looks like, I'll talk about the changes from the top down this time. Alongside 4 copies of Armor Titan, we're running 3 copies of Reiner Past Shadows that changes into the Armor Titan as an act effect. The change acts as extra copies of the Armor Titan, while also providing a much needed heal effect that the Armor Titan does not have himself. One thing you might notice is the lack of the level 3 Ready to End event. This is intentional and will be explained later. In order to make room for so many new level 3s, we've lowered the count on previous level 3 cards to compensate. At level 2, because the Armor Titan combo requires so much more stock and hand resources than Gabby, we're dialing way back on the early play Falco strategy and relying more on Card Titan and 2-1 Reiner to get the job done. Here, Reiner's pump effect is just as important as before in keeping our Armor Titans out of counter range so we don't get countered by Memory Kick counter. We can also add Porco Harsh Words, which synergizes well with the deck now that we're on 8 Pants Climaxes. Level 1 looks pretty similar to before, with the minor addition of Gabby on the run for more stock generation and a Hanji, Scout Regiment Commanding Officer for some counterplay. Level 0 is where we're going to have some major changes. We're replacing the Brainstorms with Peak Tab 2 Brainstorms now that we're on 8 Pants triggers. Her second effect gives the center slot character Hand Encore, which can help us keep our Z combo on field easily without having to find him again. Marcel is gone. In his place, we're running Beast Titan Supreme Artillery. The second effect should be a familiar effect found on cards like Aqua level 0 and Ichika level 0. Being able to potentially add 2 cards to hand for just 1 stock and 1 clock is excellent. This is the main reason why we don't run Ready to End events. They are misses for Beast Titan and are not worth the risk. Instead, we can use and abuse Arthur Browse with the level 3 change combo to stack multiple instances of on-kill blind stock to lower the stock requirement of our level 3 combo. Arthur is a fantastic back row card alongside Peak, and you can use his effect when you don't need to brainstorm for that extra juicy stock. Even with this many cards changed, the game plan is still the same up until level 2. From there, we want to stockpile resources instead of spending them freely to save up for our level 3 finisher combo. The numbers to look out for are 6 stock for double Armored Titan and 10 stock for triple Armored Titan, which can be reduced with Arthur Browse on the turn up. Be sure to play around powerful effects like Memory Kick counter or Rest counter, and don't be afraid to use our level 2 cards to help clear up the board instead of going for triple combo. This deck directly upgrades to our build of a meta Attack on Titan build from Mike that's coming soon on this channel, so stay tuned. That's it for this episode of TD++. Like and subscribe if you want to see more English Weiss Schwarz content. Thanks for watching!